Hello, my name is Teresa and I go by the name of Blue Living Beauty, and I want to feature the Haus Labs new concealer. I have the shade 34 Medium Golden, and I'll give you some specs on this concealer in just a moment. But I just wanted to point out that I usually have a neutral shade, so I'm really interested in how this golden shade is going to look, which it said that it would go with either one of these shades. And I have the 350 medium cool and the 385 neutral, which is too dark. And this looks pretty close. So her undertones have kind of thrown me for a loop, but I love her products, and I'm going to do pretty much a full face of Haus Labs. So let's get into it. So this concealer is said to have 20 skincare ingredients. It is this clean concealer, brightens, covers, and is weightless like a serum. So it's supposed to blend smoothly and give you a skin-like finish. So I normally I just want some coverage. I don't want thick coverage. I am in natural light, so I'm hoping that will help. I am going to put this on a bare face. No, just skincare, no primer or anything, because this is my first time using it. So let's start off with the 350 cool shade, and I'm going to use 1 pump of this natural hair brush. And for every day, I usually just do a light layer. But you see how that kind of even my skin out without looking made up. It's just, you can still see my skin. And that was just 1 pump. And that's what I go for day to day. Just evening my skin out. So we're going to do another pump. Try not to go under my eyes at all. I usually do take my foundation all the way up. Okay, now let's go in with the concealer. It's a nice thick doe foot, very creamy. It does feel a little thick. I am going to use a synthetic brush just to blend this out. Bring this mirror up a little closer. I almost feel like it dried down, or it looks like it dried down a little bit. I don't feel absolutely anything on my skin, but but it hasn't. It just, it's not dry. Oops. Put a little bit more. Something started tickling my nose really, really bad. Put some more here. More here. I'm gonna take this all over my eyelid. I'm not going to do anything on my eyes. I like that. It looked like it covered pretty well. And it just looks natural. All right, I can't wait to see how this wears. So I also have another new product. It is the Haus Labs Lip Oil. And let's see, what color did I get? Secondary. And it's this orange shade. Feels good. And as you can see, it just has a slight sheen, slight color. It feels real moisturizing. It has a little bit of a smell, like, I can't put my finger on it, but it's not like a papaya, a scent like that, not a strong fragrance or anything. But that feels really nice. And I'm going to use my Haus Labs Pelmedow Peach. Just a little flush of color. And that was just one dab. Her blushes are very pigmented and can be used by all skin tones and types. And then I have the bronzer in the number 5, medium level 5. And that's how that looks. I'm just gonna take a natural hairbrush again and just go under the blush. Just a little. And then I'm going to take this and go over my eyelids. Oh, you can see a little bit of creasing over the eyelids. Just taking a little. You guys, I know you can tell that. Does she have on makeup? Or is that her skin? But we see a flush of color, but it looks really natural. I like that. Natural light in front of the window. So now let's see how it wears. So we will check in a little later. Okay, you guys, let's have a little chit chat about this Haus Labs Concealer, because I'm a little devastated. Yes, I'm devastated over some concealer. And those who get it, get it. But this is my second day. Oh, goodness. Wearing my concealer. I just knocked my ID between the seat. Okay, so let's take these glasses off. My concealer is not concealing. It's not concealing. Do you see that right here? Looks a little, I don't know what you call it, powdery or flaky. Yeah. That's not it. And I wanted this to work because I like Haus Labs. Have on my Groundworks eyeshadow palette. But yeah, so we're going to try one more thing. We are going to color correct and use it and see how that works. So stay tuned. Well, I had started my video and I wasn't recording. Good morning, my name is Teresa. I go by the name of Blue Living Beauty because we love all things beauty. And I've started with my Haus Labs. I don't know why I keep putting it back in the box. This is their lip oil in secondary, and this is the color. This is what's on my lips. Doesn't give you a whole lot of color, but it gives you a whole lot of moisture. So let's do these brows real quick. Okay, they're a little thick this morning, but we'll work with it. So I am continuing to work with my Haus Labs concealer. I wish I could pop up here and say, oh, I love it, it's so good, it works. That's way too much, way too much. Let me just take this and dab it and say that I really love it. And I want to love it, but you know, with my aging skin and you know, everything is not formulated for everybody, not just all skin types, but people that have hormones and you know, drying, menopause, skin from menopause, you know, just all kind of things that mature women experience. And I'm sure the mature women that that are listening can relate. So what I found was, I don't know if I can use gel type concealers, because my skin seems to drink those in. So the Tower 28, I don't know if it was just the wrong color, but that didn't work. I'm trying to think, was it the Makeup by Mario? I don't think his concealer, because I like his foundation, but I think the concealer didn't work. The Gucci, I like it, but long wearing, I gotta keep trying that one a little bit more, but I got this one in and I wanted to start wearing this one, and I have to do it for at least a week to see. So I haven't tried it with any corrector, because by the end of the day I feel like my dark circles are visible. So yesterday I used my Yummy Skin under my foundation, and I don't think that paired very well. So I'm just gonna put on a little of the Gucci primer. And I am going to use my Haus Labs again. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one because it's too dark. This is $3.85. So if anybody is interested, just let me know in the comments or DM me on Instagram. So I'm gonna just put some foundation on first. I really like the finish of this foundation. I always have this little line right here. I guess how I sleep. I gotta figure that out. And I have a big wrinkle right there. I don't even know if you guys can see it, but I see it. Okay, let's didn't want to use a sponge because the sponge soaks up a lot. Let me get a clean concealer brush. I know I have several. And yesterday I used my natural hair concealer brush. Today I'm going to use my synthetic hair concealer brush. I did put just a smidge of powder on this yesterday. Which I think it made it like separate in here, and it was looking a little weird. I showed you on the, I showed you a little insert of that. And it's just like, right here, it gets weird. But when I use my finger, I feel like it takes it off. It adheres to my finger. So I didn't want to use my finger. See, I already feel like right here is gone, like it didn't stick. It didn't stay right here. It's weird. Why that's not staying where I put it, or why it's not staying on my skin. So I'm just gonna pat it lightly. I don't know, I feel like it's doing the same thing here, right in that divot. I don't know if you guys can see that. I know that's not my imagination. So we are I don't know, that does not look like I want it to look. Here's my little thingy. So I'm just going to, I don't have the Haus Labs powder. I'm going to use a little of the Danessa Myrick. Just looking for my little sponge finger. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this. I'm just going to dab a little. Just gonna dab a little. I usually can't do a whole lot of powder under the eyes. It starts to get a little dry. I need to figure it out because I can't keep products that's not going to work for me and I'm not going to continue to use. I do that too much. Okay, so we're going to use the bronzer, and I'm thinking, after looking at the shade range, is this number 6? Yeah, medium level number 6. And it goes up to 12. I think I could use a deeper shade. Even though you can see it, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it's okay. I was just looking at the shade range online, and I wasn't sure why I didn't get like a 8. But you can see that. I guess it's okay. I am going to put this bronzer in on my eyes. No base. Should have put some base on. Let's see if it stays all day. Okay. I don't know if you can see that, how the concealer is all separated under there. It is. My eyes already don't look concealed. You can't force it. You can't make stuff work that don't work. Oh my goodness. I really hope you guys can see that. I think you can. Okay. Well, let me finish the rest of my face and I'll be right back.